everybody, today I am filming a little get ready with me video. I know that my look today is going to be pretty neutral, but I kind of want to do like some bold eyeliner and just kind of like a neutral, fresh, everyday face, but just a little bit more something to it. So I'm not too sure exactly how this is going to work, but we're just going to go with it. I haven't done a get ready with me in like so long, so I figured that I would do one today. And yeah, so let's get started. I'm also going to be updating you guys on some stuff happening in my life, so that's going to be fun. As you guys know, I'm currently working at Ulta, but I might not be anymore, and I feel like that's something a lot of you may be thinking, like, what? And so that was kind of part of the reason I wanted to film this, was because I just kind of want to talk to you guys about some stuff that's been happening. So anyway, to the Ulta stuff. Basically, when I went into Ulta and I was going to apply and I went in for my interview and everything, I knew something really important to me was that I didn't get stuck in like a cashiering position, because I need to do work that like enhances and enriches like my mind, and I'm just not somebody who can stand in like one area all day and be okay with just doing one thing and just kind of really like monotonous tasks. It's not my thing at all. So anyway, I even talked to Bryce about this before I was hired, and when I was going in for my interview, you know, I was telling him, like, if they try to hire me for a cashiering position, although it's Ulta and it sounds awesome to work at Ulta, I will probably say no, just because I've done the cashiering thing before and it is so not for me. So basically, when they interviewed me, they did tell me that initially I would be a beauty advisor, which is basically just a cashier. And then I have potential to work my way up to being a prestige beauty advisor. Like I said, I was really excited about, you know, the idea of working at Ulta. So I kind of just decided that doing the beauty advisor, you know, being a cashier thing would be totally fine for just a little while, until I could, you know, prove to them that I am, you know, somebody who is valuable to the company because of my product knowledge, which is what they were really looking for. And so, you know, I thought, oh, this will be simple, you know, I'll be doing this for like a month and then I'll get bumped up and it'll be great. So I decided to take the job anyway, even though I didn't really want to do the cashiering thing, just because there was potential for me to grow quickly. So I accepted the job. The next day, when the very first day I started, they actually promoted me and said that they would like me to be prestige, which was awesome. I mean, I can't even begin to describe you guys how freaking happy I was, because to me that meant being able to work on the high-end side, being able to do makeup on people, being able to recommend products, because when you're cashiering at Ulta, you don't really get to do that much. You're pretty much stuck within the little cash register area there, and you don't really get that interaction with customers, which is what I really wanted. I need a mirror. By the way, I am using the Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade Matte Brown. So anyway, when I was promoted, I was just super freaking happy, and I was like, yes, you know, this is going to be amazing. And for the first couple of weeks, it really was. I was getting lots of prestige shifts, so I was able to, you know, do makeup on people. I was able to recommend products. It was basically like living out a YouTube video just all day at work, and it was great. I mean, there was nothing about it that I didn't like. I just was having so much fun. But that little kind of fantasy world started to slip away and reality started to step in. So this is my first year kind of living on my own, having to pay for everything myself. I turned 17, my parents started to loosen the reins quite a bit, and I was paying for like internet at my dad's house, and you know, I was doing some things that kind of would prepare me for living on my own. But I soon, after about 2 or 3 months working at Ulta, I soon started to realize that an $8 an hour job, it's not going to cut it. It is way too hard to work minimum wage and to live and to be able to do anything other than just pay bills and eat, you know. And I understand that I have everything, you know, I have a roof over my head, I have a boyfriend who loves me, I have my health, and I have food in my fridge. Like, I'm pretty much set, and that's great. I mean, I'm obviously not saying that I'm not thankful, but at the same time, I would like to go to movies, and I would like to be able to go to do things with friends. I would like to not feel super guilty when I spend money, and so Anyway, that was kind of one of the reasons that after a while of working at Ulta, I started to think, you know, I don't know if this is going to work out. I'm just not getting paid enough. And then another big thing, and it's actually kind of funny because on my last, well, not my last Get It Ready With Me, but on one of them where I was talking about my job at Ulta, somebody mentioned how they don't get tons of hours and how they only get, you know, like about 10 hours a week and how you can't even pay a cell phone bill with that. And I started to realize that after the first couple of weeks, I started to get like 10 hours a week, and it's not working. I would get 1 or 2 shifts a week at Ulta, and it just, you know, it just was kind of a waste of my time because the shifts were only about 3 or 4 hours each. They weren't even like full 8-hour shifts. And I don't know, I started to think about things. Furthermore, on top of that, my prestige shifts started to dwindle down. I started to realize that basically just the prestige manager was getting the prestige shifts, and then the brow people on top of that were kind of the second people, so kind of like the benefit brow people that linger. They also are the people that sometimes will do makeup on people and will recommend products and stuff. So between the prestige manager and then the brow people, I guess my Ulta just decided that they didn't need an actual like prestige advisor over there. So I pretty much got stuck doing shipment every Friday and then doing like 1 cashier shift a week, and then that was it. So I was doing shipment and then cashiering. Kind of circling the conversation back to earlier, I did not want to be a cashier. I was okay with doing it for a while, and then once I got promoted, I was thinking that, you know, I would maybe have to do it every once in a while, but it started to turn into where, I mean, now I don't think I've had a prestige shift in like months. Like, it's been forever. And the cashiering thing, it just isn't for me. So as you guys can probably imagine, getting 2 shifts, like 2 little 4-hour shifts a week, and then, you know, being stuck doing cashiering and then being stuck doing shipment, and on top of that, only making $8 an hour, so many things started to add up where it's like, I don't think this is going to work out for me anymore. I'm just not enjoying it the way I used to. And it's just, I don't know, there's just something about it that even though I really don't like the idea of quitting, because I hate quitting, I'm just not like a quitter, it's not enjoyable for me anymore. And from the beginning, you know, I told brides, I do not want to be a cashier. This is not for me, and that's what I kind of turned into. And the pay isn't good enough. I mean, every 2 weeks I'm only making like $90, and obviously that's not going to cut it. So basically, I started within the past couple of weeks. I've just kind of been not necessarily actively searching for another job, but just kind of keeping my eyes open and just, you know, kind of checking job websites and seeing if there's something that, you know, pops up that I think could be a better alternative. And I found this position where it's like kind of a nanny position, so it's only 2 days a week. And so I can kind of substitute that with Ulta and still keep my other job that I have right now. And I'm getting paid from this nanny position way more, like 4 times as much as I'm getting paid at Ulta. And you know, the shifts that I'm working there, they're actually 8-9 hour days. So although it is only 2 shifts a week, it's not 2 shifts that only make up 8 hours, like 1 regular shift. They're actually, you know, it's 2 shifts that's going to make up 16 hours, which is perfect. I mean, it's exactly what I need. So anyway, I kind of think that Ulta is not going to be my place of employment anymore. And I hope you guys can understand that. Yeah, not getting the discounts and stuff is really going to suck, and there are people that I'm going to miss, and there's certain aspects to the job that I will miss, but overall the job is just not very lucrative to me anymore, and I need to move on. I need to find something that pays more. I need to find something that I'm just enjoying a little bit more. So there's kind of a big life update, something I never thought would happen. I thought Ulta was going to be great, but you know, that's just kind of how life is. By the way, I just applied Urban Decay Naked Eyeshadow all over my I'm now going into the Lorac Pro palette. And I think I'm mainly just going to concentrate on espresso, just get a little bit of that on my brush. And I'm just going to start kind of blending this in the crease. I'm just going to mix it with a little bit of the darkest brown from the Maybelline Chai Latte Quad, just so that it's not like super insanely intense. But anyway, that's kind of my big life update right now. I am, like I said, really upset that things didn't work out, but what do you do? I have to be able to afford things, and I want to be able to afford more than just food. On a little bit more of a happier note, I get to go get my hair done today. I'm so excited. And I'm doing that kind of big change that I mentioned about in my, what was it? MT's video. And I know some of you are going to ask, okay, you're complaining about being poor, but you're going to go get your hair professionally done. I've been saving up for it for a really long time. Like, it's not something that I just, like, decided to do. I mean, I've been thinking about this for, like, weeks, and I've been putting away money. Plus, since I'm still currently an Ulta employee, I do get 50% off at the salon, so it's not going to be that expensive. It's going to be like a $40, you know, thing. That's kind of another thing, too, about the discounts. I mean, even though I do spend quite a bit of money at Ulta, there's really no point in having the discount if I just can't ever actually use it because I just don't have any, like, you know, money to just spend on stuff like that. So that was kind of a thing that I thought about because, I don't know, as shallow as it may sound, that discount was like a real main reason why I was still sticking around there. But I started to realize that I'm really not using the discount for anything other than like little things like, you know, cotton rounds and stuff because I just can't afford to buy like anything big with it. All right, let's move on and talk about something else. So anyway, I'm getting my hair done, and then tonight we're going out with Bryce's co-workers to go, I don't know, go have some drinks and like go eat dinner. One of his co-workers is like moving or something, so they're kind of throwing like a big farewell party for him at this local like whiskey place. Not that I'm old enough to drink. I'll probably just have like a Coke, but it'll be fun to hang out with them. And I'm just going into the Canyon Classics Quad from Physicians Formula, and I'm using my favorite highlight shade ever, which is that light cream color. But I'm really excited about this new kind of nanny position. You guys know I love being in childcare. I really, really love kids, and the kids, I got to meet them the other day. They're really cute. They're two kind of baby twins, and they are just, well, kind of baby twins. They are two baby twins. They're really, really cute, and the mom seems really nice, and I think that it's going to be a step in the right direction. Bryce is certainly excited because so far he's been like the breadwinner, and he's the one that's been having to pay for like almost everything. So he has a really, really great full-time, you know, really well-paying job, but I'm the one that's not making any money. And when I say all this too, like, I just kind of want to put this disclaimer out there. I'm not trying to get like a pity party. I don't want you guys to be like, you know, I feel bad for you or anything. I'm just trying to talk to you like I would a friend. Now I'm taking my L'Oreal gel eyeliner. I'm just going to do a really thick, really kind of exaggerated winged eyeline. Also, if you guys are curious about my hair, by the time this goes up, it will have already been done. So you can go check my Instagram. I'll probably post it on my personal Instagram, and then I might do something on my beauty Instagram. Go to both of them, and of course follow me if you already aren't. But you can go there and see it, so you can get a little sneak peek. So I've kind of fallen back in love with my little Sonia Kashuk bent eyeliner brush. I really want that cool like purple anniversary set. I think it just looks so pretty. Some Sonia Kashuk sets are just so weird. Like, some of the bristles on some of them are so freaking harsh. Like, I got this one that has like these colored handles, and these bristles are just, I don't know, it's like they're somewhat soft, but when you go on your face they just feel really cheap. It's like they're too sparse, or they're just not really as high quality. Like this Sonia Kashuk brush, which I also got from a set, but it's just like the perfect density. The bristles are way softer, and just there's something about it that is just so much better. And like, I don't even know what it is. I mean, they're both Sonia Kashuk brushes, but I don't know, she's so hit and miss with her brushes, I think. I feel like my liner is like really Amy Winehouse-esque, but it's cool. I like it. I think I'm gonna go with some falsies today just because the eyeliner is like so dramatic, and I think it's gonna help to pull the look together a bit. I'm just gonna be applying a quick little coat of the Physicians Formula CC mascara. I got it all over my eyelid. This mascara is like so close to being done. Seriously think I need to throw this out, but I just can't because it's like my favorite mascara to use underneath falsies. By the way, I know I'm gonna have that really annoying smudge right there, but I'm gonna wait for it to dry before I try to take it off. That way we don't create even a bigger problem. So this is usually the point where I will go in and do my skin. I'm gonna be using my Airbrush makeup today, so I am going to start with a primer. This is the Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro. Since I need my makeup to last a really long time, because like I said, you know, I gotta go to work, then we're going to dinner. This will probably be really important. I've seriously had this primer for so long. It probably is like expired and gross and needs to go, but it hasn't been breaking me out, so I get such an attachment to makeup and then I have a really hard time throwing it out. Right now I'm still recovering from breakouts from that Cheryl Lee MD face lotion, which sucks. I'm so over my skin looking like this. My skin has just been so clear for so long now. I mean, these types of breakouts is just really new to me. It just brings me back to like before when I wasn't using really good skincare. I think I'm kind of obsessed with thick eyeliner. It looks really good. Probably something I'm doing more often. Okay, is this little smudge dry yet? Because it's driving me insane. Fixed it! So I've been using my airbrush a lot more lately. I kind of went through a phase where I just wasn't using it, and now I'm like back in my phase where I use it like every single day. It just looks so good, and especially when my skin is just looking really terrible. It doesn't break me out more because it's just water and pigment. I've done a whole review on it. You guys can go check it out. It's really, really great. I know a lot of people right now too are getting sponsored by Boleto Studio. I'm not. I bought the system like a long time ago before they were sending them out to everybody. Oh, also, my hair looks terrible. I know. Like I said, I'm getting it done, so, and it's like a day air, so I just gotta kind of dry shampoo it, and then I'm just gonna let it do whatever, since after work it's going straight to the salon. Thankfully right now my skin doesn't have like tons of redness, so that's good. One thing about airbrush is that I like to do concealing separately, and I mentioned that when I did my little review and demo. So I'm gonna go in with my Kat Von D concealer. Use this on some of those horrendous red marks. And then NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer under my eyes like normal. I'm gonna go get family photos done this weekend. My mom texted me and she's like, I want family photos. And I started laughing, like it was just so funny. I said, well, if you'll help me pay for gas, I'll go back home and then we can do some photos. So I'm actually pretty excited. I get to go see my little sisters again, which if there's one thing that moving away has made me miss most, it's definitely my little sisters. So I'm wearing a really pretty dress. We're doing like a coral and white theme. She actually let me pick the colors. So I was like, let's do something summery. Let's do like coral and white. So I have this really gorgeous dress that I'll post pictures like on Instagram and stuff, so you guys can definitely see them. But I have this really, really pretty dress that I'm going to be wearing that's like this corally color, has a little bit of like gold detail to it, has this really pretty kind of like crossed backing to it. It's really pretty. Which when I go back home, something that's really exciting is that I get to go back to all the amazing stores that I miss so much. In a sense, when I moved, I kind of like downgraded. I went into a smaller town. But, I mean, it's much prettier here. The people where I live now are so much nicer. And in a sense, I'm in a better place. But if there's one thing that I miss the most, is definitely the shopping. Not having a Sephora kills me. Not having like American Eagle and stuff is just really hard. Because all like clothing stores here are like really freaking expensive. So I think I'm gonna go get some shopping done, just because in the long run I would save so much more money if I shopped back in my hometown than here. I think right now there's some deal with American Eagle where like all jeans are under $30, which is a really awesome deal. And NARS just released some awesome lipsticks. They have one that's this really cool kind of like purpley mauve shade. The perfect shade that I've been looking for forever, because I like to mix, you know, Max Blankety with a really deep plum lip liner. But there's times where I wish I just didn't have to mix it and I could just find that color like in a lipstick. And NARS came out with one, I think it's called like Dominique or something, and I don't know if it'll be in Sephora yet by the time I go back home, but I'm like crossing my fingers because I want that lipstick so freaking badly. Right now I'm just working on my lower lash line. If you guys want to see more about how I do that, you can watch my how to smoke out your lower lash line tutorial. I think I'm going to be doing a how-to like light contouring video. Like I know that there are 1,000,001 different contouring videos out there, but I'm going to do one on how like to do it light just every day. Like if you're not into using tons of cream products and then going over it with powder, you just want something that's natural. I think that that could be kind of helpful. So I might be doing that. Let me know if you guys are interested. Gosh, I am so digging this like thick eyeliner. Oh, why do I never do this? So Bryce and I have been like super into watching Boardwalk Empire recently. And it's weird because like we were just talking about this the other night, we never hear anybody talking about this show. Like we hear people obviously talk about like Game of Thrones and stuff all the time, but Boardwalk Empire just, we've never really heard anybody say anything about it. But we are both super into like the 1920s, and I love organized crime. Like I'm not for it, but it's really interesting to me. So like mob stories and gang stories I just really like the really old like Al Capone kind of stories, which is really cool because Al Capone is like a character in the show, and it is just so much fun to watch. It's just really intriguing, and you never really know who to root for because it kind of changes each like episode almost. So it's awesome. So let me know if any of you guys watch that, like what your thoughts are. I know like the new season is coming up, so Bryce and I have just been like marathoning it. We started the first season about, I think 2 weeks ago, and we're on the 3rd right now. So every single night when we both get home from work, all we do is we watch Boardwalk Empire. I'm going to be applying some lashes now. These are the Ardell 110s. I'm being so much better about like using my false eyelashes for more than just a couple of times. I used to just use them about, 3 or 4 times because that's what everybody said to do. And then, well, at least that's what I've heard. and like what's on the back of the boxes and stuff, but I've, you know, been hearing people now say that out of their lashes they can get like at least like 20 uses out of them. So I think that I've gotten about 8 out of these so far, and they aren't, I mean, they don't look as great as they first did, but you can't really tell too much. And that's nice because obviously it's a lot more cost effective to use lashes as much as you can. And the lash glue that I've been loving recently is the Duo with the brush on adhesive. So instead of like the regular Duo glue, it has the little wand, which makes it really easy. And it's nice too because it gives your lashes almost, I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera, but it kind of tinges them a little bit blue on the end so you can see where you're getting the glue. And then it just dries completely clear. Okay, I always have this problem where like I can't find my tweezers whenever I'm putting on my lashes. Okay, crisis averted. Alright, so while those dry, let's move on to the rest of the face. I'm going to bronze up a little bit with some Revlon Photo Ready. Who is excited for fall makeup? I seriously cannot wait. Fall makeup, fall clothing, I think fall in general is probably the majority of people's like favorite season next to like summer, of course, but oh, I am just so freaking excited. I am just so ready to like rock my dark lips again because you guys know dark lipstick, like the darker the better. I mean, I would wear black lipstick every day if I wouldn't get like really weird stares, but like the really dark intense plums, oh, I love them. And then of course in the winter they're just so in. I'm really liking to use my little angled blush brush recently instead of my Real Techniques one. I've just really been liking to put my blush more along like here instead of really bringing it to the apples. Today for blush I'm going to use a peachy color, Tarte's Captivating, which is just one of my favorites. I love how this blush can just blend so seamlessly into my contour. And I'm just going to do my eyebrows, which I'm not going to show you guys much of because it requires like intense concentration on my part. Alrighty, brows are done. Now I'm just going to hide the band of my eyeliner using the Physicians Formula Eye Booster Liner thingy. This is the best type of eyeliner I found to hide like bands because it's like a brush tip liquid liner. It doesn't like disrupt anything. You're not like tugging at your lashes. Sometimes felt tips just don't get in there enough. This is the best. I'm just going to blend my lashes using some Mally Volumizing. My Benefit Bad Gal lash dried up on me, which is so sad. But that used to be my favorite for blending. It still is my favorite. Like this does an okay job, but it can kind of look a little bit dry. A little bit of Maybelline The Rocket on my lower lashes. Finally, we're going to go in with a little bit of Becca Shimmery Skin Perfector in the shade, I think this is Opal. It's like the best highlighter in the entire world. You can get this little tiny guy at Sephora, and I really like it because, you know, the regular Shimmery Skin Perfectors, there's just so much in there, and unless you're constantly using them on not only yourself but other people like all the time, this will last you forever, and it's of course a lot cheaper, so I really recommend it. I love this stuff so much. It gives your skin just such an amazing glow and such an amazing sheen without it looking like greasy or anything. And then usually, because this is kind of a wet product and we're putting it on top of powders, even though it does blend well and it doesn't seem to take away too much of my blush or anything, I do like to, you know, just kind of go back in with my blush brush and just kind of blend it all out. And very finally, I just finished up with a little bit of Urban Decay Chill. Look how gross the bottom of that is. I don't even know how it got like that. Alright, and we are done. I'm going to pair this off with the peachy lip, but of course, like usual, I have to go eat lunch and stuff first before I head off to work. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little get ready with me and you like the look. I'll zoom you up so you can kind of see what it looks like a little bit better. Alright, so just a thick eyeliner, some lashes, neutral eye, neutral smoky eye. I like it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.